Hello guys, welcome back. Today we will see what is the imperative versus declarative approach in Java 8 programming. So prior to Java 7, we have imperative approach. Before Java 8 means till Java 7, we were using imperative approach for developing, Java applications. But from Java 8 onwards, we are using declarative approach. So today we will see what is, imperative approach and what is declarative approach. So let me create one text file here. So I will write down here, new file. You will see that one. Index.txt. You will see everything. Don't worry. So imperative versus declarative approach in Java programming. So why we should go with Java 8, that is your declarative approach. We will see this one. Okay, so before Java 8, we have this imperative approach. So what is meant by imperative and declarative? I will explain those details by giving one simple example. So before Java 8, we were using imperative approach. And after Java 8, we are using declarative programming. There are some advantages and disadvantages of these two approaches, imperative versus declarative. In imperative, we write more logic. We expose more logic, and the code we write, it's not readable. The code we write, it's not readable in imperative approach. So like write everything. So we write a lot of logic here. But in declarative approach, we write less code. We write less logic, and code is more readable. So in short, what declarative approach is saying, so for common problems, they are saying in declarative approach, for common problems, I will write the logic. Means who is saying this one? Java 8 is saying. Java 8 is saying this one. Java 8 is saying, I will write the logic for you. You just focus on, and you just focus on what you need. Don't focus on logic. Don't focus on logic much. much. Okay, but here focus on logic much. Focus on much logic. Okay, so what is, so this is theoretical part. So this is just theoretical part. I will explain what is mean by this. Okay, so let's start. Let's, from patch, we have this package. Just create one class, imperative and declarative imperative and declarative program. So we have this class, we have this main method in this class, and we will take the example. Suppose we have given a task, to print the sum of first, means 0 to 100. We need to print. This is the problem statement we have. Problem statement. So print the sum of 0 to 100 numbers. You need to print 0 plus 1 plus. Okay, so in declarative approach, okay, achieve using imperative approach. Okay, achieve using declarative approach. We will write these two methods. Okay, create method this, and create method this. Okay, we have created two methods. So in imperative approach, how we will able to achieve this one? We will create one sum. We will initialize some value with 0, and we will open a for loop, and in that for loop we will initialize a variable and I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 100. Okay, and implement it. Okay, plus. Okay, I plus, and here we will sum equal to sum plus I. Okay, and we will print this. Let's run this program. What is getting printed? Yeah, 5050. Okay, so it is the sum of these numbers. So in declarative approach, how we will able to achieve this? So see, here we have written lot of logic to achieve the sum of these numbers. But in declarative approach, we don't need to focus on this logic. They are already written methods. We just need to use those methods. Okay, this is the declarative approach, and which is more preferable in Java 8 and later versions of Java. So see, we will write, we have int stream, right? Because these are the integers. Some can be calculated by using the integers. So we have to calculate the sum for integers. So we have the in stream, okay, dot range. So we have this range method. So here we can give from which digit we want the sum and till which digit we want the sum. Okay, we have given this, and after that we will call dot sum method. As simple as that. And this, see, this sum method is returning integer, so we will store that one in int sum is equal to, okay, and print the sum value and run this program. But you got the same output by using the two methods, two approaches, but see which approach is more readable. See, if you bring it to one line, see line number of wise here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 line of code here is present. Here only one line of code is present, and it is more readable, right? We want the range, we want the sum. Range is from 0 to 100, and we want to the sum, and it is stored in variable and just printed. Instead of writing the hard-coded logic, it is always the better approach, this one, right? So in Java 8 and later versions, we always will have this, sorry, it is declarative approach. Sorry. Okay, but that is not a problem. See, this is declarative approach, so you can put here control exit, write it here, and just change method name. You got it right? So you now understand what was the problem? I just changed the method names by mistake, but that is not a problem. The main idea here is to understand what is the declarative approach. This is declarative approach. Very simple, very convenient. In Java 8, you can achieve this one. Same result you can get, okay? But in imperative approach, you need to write hard-coded logic, everything, okay? So I hope you guys understand this imperative and declarative approach, okay? So we will come again for next video, more exciting topics regarding Java 8. Stay tuned. Yeah, thanks.